Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rich and Brewster, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Brewster's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Brewster has been fitted for his very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, Brewster's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, chasing bugs. And the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash in spite of distractions or anything that's going on around him, him focusing on you while walking, and then sitting automatically when you stop your feet, and the command is Brewster, heel.
Brewster, heel.
Now at this point you're going to notice that Brewster's job is to stay even with Rich's left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying right with him, walking nicely, and each time that Rich stops his feet, Brewster has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And the next command that they're going to demonstrate for us is the stay.
Stay.
The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and this should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position, and Brewster should remain seated until he gets his next command, and they take off heeling again. We're working with a brand new camera. Brewster's the first dog that we've ever videoed with this camera, so I'm trying to get the hang of it as I'm talking to you. Beautiful heeling skills, stays right with Rich. He really enjoys praise and pleasing you. Now, if he doesn't sit, you're going to see Rich give him a little correction. See, that wasn't brutal. It was just a little tug as a reminder, and he leaves him in a stay. Now, the next exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the recall, or the come on command. This exercise, you do use his name, you lighten your tone of voice, and he's been taught to come and sit right in front of you facing your knees, and then return back to heel and back sitting. So everything starts and stops at that heel position. And they're going to take off heeling again. And if you see Brewster staying right with Rich the whole way, not pulling or tugging, now if he doesn't sit every time, you're going to correct him, tell him no, sit. He's a little slow on the sits, and that might be because of his size. Larger dogs have more trouble sitting.
Brewster, come.
Rich demonstrates the recall exercise for you again. Brings him right in front and has him sit facing his knees.
Get there. Brewster, heel.
And then he goes back to heel.
Very slow with those sits.
Very slow with the sits, yeah. But he's doing them. Now this time we're going to start by demonstrating our down commands. The first one is a down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, it's left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word firm command to down, and then stay. The long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. And again, you should practice this indoors as well as outdoors. This teaches the dog self-control and focus. He gets a pat for praise, and they get up and they're going to set up to show you that again. This is your down from a heel position.
No, sit. Down. Stay.
Once you're down from a heel position, this time Rich will call him out of that exercise. Whoops, sorry guys.
Good boy. Brewster, heel.
And Brewster likes praise, and he loves to be loved and cuddled. But I think sometimes, and especially with you guys, I think with obedience training, you're going to have to be a little bit firm with him to get the desired response, because he will play you. Now Rich is going to leave him in a sit-stay.
Stay.
This time he's going to use his right hand to give the command. This is down from a distance.
Down. Stay.
He's a little concerned with the bugs. Brewster, that is. That's your down from a distance.
Stay.
Now we have demonstrated for you all of Brewster's formal obedience commands. Your heeling, your automatic sits, your stays, your down from a heel, down from a distance, and come. These are the exercises that you're going to put into practice at home in your everyday living situations. We're going to be there to help you with that. He's done a great job here at school. We've really enjoyed having him. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.